Hey, welcome to the Mobility Shop Live. It's Wednesday, July the 26th. I'm here and we're going to be answering a few questions from our web polls and web questions. So we'll be right back. Here's the intro. Welcome back to the Mobility Shop Live. I'm Justin Fox, owner of the Mobility Shop. We are, as always, broadcasting live on Facebook Live, as you see there up in the top right corner. Where it is, there it is. Today actually you're going to have my wife here, Connie, going to join us in a bit. We're going to be talking, actually going through a couple questions. So on our website, themobilityshop.ca, we have the ability to interact with customers, with potential customers. We get a lot of different questions, so just sort of looking here, I'll also get it on my phone as well. I'm going to go through a couple questions here and answer them, and hopefully for you watching it answers some of your questions as well, and we'd be happy to see you here. It's Wednesday, as I mentioned, July 26th. It's about 11:30 in the morning, so phones have been ringing a lot this morning, but had a few people in earlier, but we're just happy to be on the Mobility Shop Live. So first question we have here is regarding rental wheelchairs. So the simple answer to that is yes. At the Mobility Shop, we do rent wheelchairs. So we have wheelchairs as well as transport chairs. So you have the ability to rent both of them on a daily, weekly, or potentially monthly basis. So definitely feel free to give us a call if you are looking to rent a wheelchair or transport chair. The difference between the two, obviously, a wheelchair has the larger wheels where they can be self-propelled, whereas a transport chair is more for somebody that's going to be pushed in the wheelchair or in the transport chair. They have the smaller rear wheels, and some of them have handbrakes on the handles for the person that's pushing the chair to control and maneuver the person a little more comfortably. So that's a good question. So next question. So this one's discussing someone suffered a stroke a few years back. And here's Connie. Come on in. Welcome. We are live, so wave to the audience. So yeah, we're just talking a little bit about a couple of questions here. Person had a stroke a few years back. Doesn't have insurance. What should they do to assist in getting a walker? Well, so, I mean, obviously there's a couple different answers there regarding walkers. So we do sell walkers fairly inexpensively if you're looking at like a two-wheel walker for indoor use or no-wheel walker. So they're fairly inexpensive. As well, if you're looking at something a little more robust, something with a seat, you can start to range. Start to get rollators, which what they would be termed, start to range in price from about anywhere from a couple, under 200 up to you can get into a full-on rollator for $400, $500, $600, or I mean you've got something like this behind us, this carbon fiber rollator, quite light. It has a seat. It's got the compartment. You're looking at $700, $800, $900. The one thing that I guess I would be obviously remiss to not mention is obviously the ADP program, Assistive Devices Program. There is a government funded program where they will cover or subsidize a portion of the rollator with the assessment from a therapist. We actually are not an ADP vendor, so what we've done is we've been able to provide, if you are a deemed ADP or if you're qualified for ADP, we will offer a significantly discounted rollator plus give you store credit to basically allow you to not have to to go through the paperwork, wait for the rollator, wait for ADP to approve you, and basically give you the product, allow you to walk out the door. So It's sort of our own assistive devices program. Call it the Mobility Shop ADP. So be sure to stop in, check out our wide selection. We do have, obviously rollators and walkers from Drive. We've got the Nexus 1, 2, and 3. We've got, the Escape. I don't know, any others that you would say?
The Ergo Excursion as well. So we have a few different ones in different heights. So if you're able to come into the store, we can fit you for one, and then you can walk out with one that
that day. The other one that's a pretty interesting one is the Fusion, the Ergo Fusion. It's kind of a 2-in-1 between a rollator walker, whatever, the walkers, the term people are aware of but are familiar with, but they're really rollators. But it's a combination rollator and transport chair. So it allows for the user to both walk on their own as using it as a rollator, and then very quickly transforms into a transport chair to allow for someone to maneuver them throughout wherever they're going. So that's walkers or rollators, which often confused term. People refer to them as walkers, but they're technically a rollator. So next question here, we've got looking at raised toilet seats. Yes, we do offer raised toilet seats. They come in a wide range of shapes, sort of sizes, features. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit without handles, flipping. Yeah, so yes, we do offer raised toilet seats for all shapes and sizes, and basically all price points. They start at $40, $50, $60, go up to a few $100s. So definitely, if you're looking for raised toilet seats, we do offer raised toilet seats. And you want to look at a couple questions?
So before you come into the store, it's best to know whether you have a round or standard toilet or an elongated toilet. That'll save you the trip back home to measure it, because it is a hygiene product. So we want to make sure that you're getting the right product to bring home with you. So you can take some measurements and bring it with you, and we can let you know what would work for you.
Exactly.
Okay? That's very important. Very important thing to know.
But yeah, we offer all sorts of bathroom safety products here at the Mobility Shop. I don't know what else. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking right now? I mean, we've been talking a little bit about why the Mobility Shop maybe differs from other vendors, other retailers. What are your thoughts on what we have to offer the community? What's that? I'll throw you put it in the spotlight. I know we've talked about it. We were just talking about it the other day.
Well, I can only speak from experience, and the people that have come into the store, how they've expressed that when you walk in, you feel very comfortable. We're there to help you. This is sort of most people that come in here, they don't really know what they're looking for. It's sort of a new experience. So it could be as simple as a raised toilet seat, but it could be as complicated as a full electric bed with an air mattress and all that stuff. So we're able to walk you through the process and actually give you information that you can make an educated and informed decision. So that's one of the most important things anyways, as a consumer on my end anyways. So yeah, and service, knowledge, and we're obviously very competitively priced. A lot of people need these things like yesterday. We can get the orders to you as soon as possible. That's one of the,
sometimes within a day or two if we don't have it in stock.
We'll
sometimes
go and pick it up
Yeah.
and set it all up for you. So we're able to do that kind of stuff.
So I think one of the things that for me at least, I look at it as everyone that's coming through our door is dealing with a situation that maybe is unforeseen, obviously is very difficult, can be very stressful. So one of our goals and objectives is to try to alleviate that stress and make it at least what we're doing and their interaction with us as as stressless, or to reduce the stress as much as possible, and make it as enjoyable and at least as accommodating as possible, given that it is a difficult situation and a difficult potentially time in someone's life. I mean, nobody wants to be dealing with these types of issues, but unfortunately the reality is that a lot of people are, and so I mean, we're here to help. Obviously we care about everyone that we work with, and so we want to help them, right? So
we do. We actually do care.
We care. Exactly.
We
We care at the Mobility
We do
Shop.
care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's our.
So-
Check us out. Send us an email. WeCareAtTheMobilityShop.ca.
That's
So we'll wrap up with a couple more questions. So So this is an interesting question. I mean, the answer is unfortunately no, but the question is, can we rent a fold-up mobility scooter for a few days? So we do rent mobility scooters. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the folding mobility scooters for rent, but we do rent mobility scooters, and they range in size. They go again from a day to week to a month. But we do also sell the folding mobility scooter. So we have a couple. I think there's going to be a promo on right now. So we are in the midst of our summer sale. So pretty much across the board, everything in the store is 10% off, and all the way up to on a select number of items up to 30% off. So a number of the scooters are discounted, as well as a lot of the other products in the store, up to 30% off. So one of them is the folding mobility scooter, which is the Pride Go-Go folding scooter, or the Zoomy folding scooter. So definitely we do offer them. We have portable scooters. We've got a full range of scooters. I don't know what do you want to add to that?
No, I mean, like, if one of the things to a lot of people ask us about folding scooter because they think, oh, it's easy to transport and easy to lift in and out of the car, but there are scooters that actually come apart, and then you can pick up the individual pieces and put it in your trunk, and it's really easy to assemble it back together. Those are options that a lot of people often aren't aware of. So there's folding, and then there's non-folding, but also still compact and travel friendly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think one that's interesting too, I mean, it's that the two that come to mind, they're sort of like a mid-sized scooter, would be the Golden Companion and the Pride Victory, which are mid-sized scooters with the ability to become portable, where they will come apart quite easily, so you can put them into a vehicle. They're a little heavier than the smaller portable scooters with the components, but still with somebody that has the strength, they can definitely be transported for an able-bodied person.
Like I can pick up a piece that's about 30 something pounds and put it into my trunk and load up the pieces. And it's just a regular sedan.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, there's a lot of options for people. I think people are unaware, and that's that's why we're here to help. So definitely, feel free to come in to the shop. We're at we have 2 locations. We're currently at the Leslie location, 1865 Leslie Street in North York, just south of the 401. But yeah, there's a lot of options. So anyways, do you have any you want to hear you answer your question?
He talks a lot.
I talk a lot. Sorry.
Do we rent wheelchairs by the day?
Do we rent wheelchairs?
So we rent wheelchairs on a weekly and monthly basis. Actually, this is one thing I want to cover as well. So a lot of people ask if we have wheelchairs for rental. So the question I always ask is, are you looking for a wheelchair with a big wheel that this person can self-propel, or are you just looking for a lightweight transport chair where the person is being pushed? So those are 2 sort of different products. Way differently, the function would be different. So just think about when you're giving us a call, we'll probably ask you these questions to decipher what you actually need.
Exactly. So transport chair. That's it. Yeah. I mentioned that earlier as well. There's some I think some common terms that people use that even coming into this business. We've now been doing it for about all new to us as well. A few years ago, coming into the business as we started the mobility shop. Walker, rollator, wheelchair, transport chair. Right. There's some interesting terms that the common term is not necessarily what people are actually looking for.
Yeah.
But anyways, for the Mobility Shop Live, I'm Justin. Connie, thanks for joining us. We're going to start doing this daily, so hopefully you can tune in. If you have any questions, feel free. At the bottom of our website, there's a form there where you can fill out, communicate with us. We'll get back to you. Pretty much it's instantly, so it's live interaction with us, with myself, with Connie, with some of the other staff here, Mandy or Sam. So feel free to reach out to us, ask us questions. If you want to post in your question, hey, ask this question live on air, we'll be happy to do that. So let us know that you are watching. So for the Mobility Shop Live, great seeing you. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow.